first I want to show you how I run Abyss with Hogs. And you can pull quite a lot of money off this, so I thought I would make a video of this. Basically what you do is you just take 3 Hogs, throw them into the Abyss, and because you do triple frigates, you make 3 times the amount of money that you will make with cruisers. This allows you to make about 600-700 million units per hour with T5. So let's go over the fits first. I have 4 fits. You have your DPS and your tank, and I have 1 fit for T5 and 1 fit pair for T4. The reason for that is we don't really want to start with T5 if we've never done T5 before. So what I will recommend to you is that you do T4 Abyss first and then go to T5 once you got a little bit of experience. So yeah, we have 2 fits for each tier. This is because we have 1 DPS fit and 1 tank fit. Basically the only thing that is different between them is the ADC. With the tank and T4 you need a 1% CPU implant, by the way. Because you will run 1 Hawk, which will always break in the rooms first, and that will have an ADC, so it's a bit more tankier. So yeah, let's look at the fit. Let's look at the DPS fit here. It's pretty basic. We have light missile launchers. We are going to kite in these rooms, so we need a lot of range, so we have missile launchers. Then we got the 2 shield boosters. You will be cap 7 with 1, so you will perma-ran 1 shield booster, and if you need to, you will run the second one, and then you will need to cap inject. Yeah, then we got the cap battery. This is just to be stable and for against looting. Then the booster, you will use this if you run 2 shield boosters at the same time, or if you get looted out. Yeah, then we got Afterburner. This is for Afterburner kiting. We are going to do Dark Abyss, so an Afterburner will be enough for kiting, and you will mitigate a lot of damage with this Afterburner. Yeah, in the lows we got 2 BCUs. Like I said, with the tank fit you have 1 ADC. And then in the rigs we got more damage with the payload and Accelerator. And the EM field thing for plugging your EM hole. So, yeah, like I said, the tank one is the same. So this is 44. And these fits are pretty cheap. I will link them in the description, but they're like 70 mil a pop. And then you got your T5 fits. The T5 fits only use 1 shield booster, and it's a PC 8 type shield booster. So your fits will cost 200 mil. This might sound like a lot, but you make about 200 to 300 mil per filament. So you will make back your whole setup within an hour. So it's not actually that bad. Yeah, these fits are basically the same as the T4 fits. Yeah, you have your missiles, 1mm cap stuff, but except the chest and shield booster, you have a recharger. Some people like to use the multi-spectrum for that. I prefer the recharger because I think that cap is more important in Abyss than tank. But do what you want. If you want to put a multi-spectre, go ahead. Yeah, I think Lokival, he does triple Hawks as well, and he does a multi-spec instead of cap rechargers, so yeah, it's kind of just personal preference. Yeah, then we got the 2 BCUs again, and the same rigs. And in the tank fit, we got the ADC. So yeah, there are the fits. You have 1 tank Hawk, this is this one, my main on bubble, using the tank Hawk, and then I got 2 alts, who are running the DPS fit. There we go, and this one is running a DPS fit as well. So yeah, basically what you do is if you multi-box, of course, if you have friends, then this is even more easier because you don't have to multi-box. But if you multi-box this, you just get like Eifyr preview and you get it set up that you have shortcuts. This will make it way easier for you to multi-box because you can like instantly switch to other accounts and you don't have to click them. And yeah, I will just show you a run and how I do the things, and then I will show you some rooms that you have to watch out for. I won't show you every single room, because the rooms are kind of all the same. But I will show you the most dangerous-ish rooms. I will do T4 in this video, just to make it easier to talk while I'm doing this, because if I do T5, sometimes I have to focus up, and then I don't want to... then I can't talk anymore because I have to focus. So I will do T4 in this one, but in the videos I will show you, it will be T5. So yeah, this T4 is just to kind of show you how things go. So before I start a run, I just make sure that all of my Hawks have at least 1k missiles and 10k boosters in their cargo. This one needs another one. So yeah, I'm just good on ammo there. I just trade them around on my station. It's very convenient to have a can in your station for that, so you don't mix up loot and your ammo. And then you also want to use trucks. These trucks are very important. Well, they're not like very important, but they make your life way easier. It's Synth, Blue Pill, Synth Crash and Synth Pyro. They just give you a very nice little boost. which comes in very handy when doing these sites. So I like to always carry them with me. And they're like super cheap as well. I'm only using the D1 bonds, so it's not really expensive. Alright, let's take them. Take these. I need to accept. There we go. Okay, so now let's unlock. And there are two things that you... Actually, let's say, yeah, three things that are very important if you run the Abyss. The first two things are some hotkeys. First of all, of course, you want to have the same hotkeys on all clients. So you can just spam your commands on the sec2 hogs and only fly on one hog. This is basically how you fly. You only fly your main tank hog, and then on the other hogs you just press F1, go to the other one, press F1, and that's it. Wait. Yeah. So you only fly on your main hog. Okay, so two important shortcuts that you want is, first of all, the regroup one. This will make it way easier to anchor your characters. Because you don't actually have to anchor them by tapping into them, you can just anchor them with the regroup. And then you also want to have a shortcut for tagging stuff. This is to make focusing the enemies way easier. So yeah, we just undocked. I will switch to this layout. This will make it easier for you to watch. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pop the filament. We already took drugs, so I'm just going to activate this. Regroup my guys so I know that they broke invul. Now just click activate on them, and then I just spam activate on all of them. I want to make sure that I have faction preloaded. I use faction on frigates, and anything bigger gets rage. I always try to activate with my main character last. That way, when my main character is in, then I know that all my other characters are going to be in as well. So first thing we do is we activate our prop mods and our tank. And then we are going to tag stuff. So this is a Kikimora recover room, that's very good. We always want to kill the webs first and the newts, so we're going to shoot the tankings first. I will break invul here with my tank, and then with my DPS, and I'm going to lock the tankling, which is a bit far right now, so we're going to have to wait. I'm going to burn towards the caches here, because they are going to ram me anyway. Locking the tankling now, shooting, and now I will lock the other kikis. 6, 5, 7. You can see that I tagged the people, so it's way easier to lock them with my accounts, and I can focus fire easier. I'm using Navy right now on these daisies. I think you can also use Rage, I'm not sure though. Another one thing I forgot is to set up watchlist. You want to have a watchlist, this is just so it's easier to see when your character is dying, so you don't have to constantly switch over to them. So yeah, always try to get as much sub-nodes as possible, because this just increases your S per hour, and when you have the chance to do it, you might as well. So yeah, let's look 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. A lot of this is just coordinating, like it's just practicing multiboxing. The Abyss in itself is not very hard. Like you can see, I'm just kiting them. It's super easy to kite them in the Abyss because you have the speed bonus from the Dark Abyss. So it's very easy. It is sometimes quite easy to get lost, like on which account you're on. So I recommend, if you have two screens, that's what I'm doing right now, put your Eifyr preview on the second screen and activate the thing that it highlights which account you're on right now. This makes it way easier to see what account you're on right now and to coordinate stuff. So last Kikimura, I think, yes. And after that I will reload to Rage, so let's lock the last Drekavak. We don't really want to ram the Drekavaks, although it's kind of doesn't matter, because yeah, we just have so much chance and we are so small that they're not hitting us. I'm deactivating our shield boosters here because we're going to go into Red Cloud, which will make our shield boosters use way more cap. So I will just not run them here so I can be Gucci in the Red Cloud. If I see someone taking damage, then I can run them. So yeah, I'm reloading Rage right now. This is so I can shoot the Triggerworks with more damage. You pretty much always want to use Rage, and you should use Rage, because you get like almost 100, I think actually over 100 more DPS when using Rage. And if you can apply that, you want to apply that, because that's a big time saver. Alright, so of course I won't really make good ISK here, because this is T4. I will show you some T5 runs later, and you can see that I would say most of the times you get between 50 and 100 mil per cache, which ends up like, let's say 60, 70 to 100 mil per cache, which ends up in 2 to 300 million ISK per run, which then ends up in 600 to 700 million ISK per hour, since you do a bit more than 3 runs per hour, but I like to calculate it that way because that's like the worst case. So now that a lot of NPCs are gone, we're going to approach the gates here and make sure that we all have them selected on all accounts. This makes it easier to just jump directly after we have cleared the room. And Rekavax are kind of tanky because they're wrapping themselves and they have big HP pools, but it's not an issue. Like, yeah, we can grind them down. We have quite a good amount of DPS with rage missiles. We have 240 here, 230 here, so it's 460 plus 200, so we have 660 DPS. That's kind of good, and we apply all of it because it's light missiles against battle cruisers. Yeah, so let's shoot the last one here. When we jump the gate, we want to make sure that we activate our shield boosters again. We don't really want to forget that. In this next rooms, we are not going to have an invuln timer. Like, we are going to be invuln, but not a minute, only like 10 seconds. So you have to be a bit faster there. What I like to do is I just break invuln first and start piloting, and then I worry about tagging and logging. Because if you don't break invuln and you don't start moving, then you will just ram into the NPCs. And if you break invuln when you're at 0, these NPCs, then that's very bad. Alright, so I'm going to reload Navy and turn on my shield booster on all accounts. Double check. Yeah, okay, jump my ults first, then jump my main. So and just know, like, if my main jumps last, then I can just, as soon as I load to it, I can break invuln, because I know that my ults will be there before me. Okay, so yeah, let's break invuln first. And then go there. In these drone rooms, sorry, you want to make sure that if there's a automata tracking suppressor, deviant automata suppressor, you want to ram that, because it also attacks drone NPCs. So these drones will just die now. The less range they have, like if it's short range, there are short range, medium, and long range suppressors. The less range they have, the more DPS you have. And you can see how much range they have in the attributes. This one has 40 kilometer optimal range. So we want to stay within 40 kilometers of this. Okay, there's a white cloud here now. A lot of people are very scared of white clouds, but if you're an Afterburner fit, it doesn't really matter, because you go like 3 or 4k well in white cloud and it's manageable. These rooms are actually very dangerous. If you're in T5, like, not very dangerous, but they can be very dangerous. Also, I just spotted a Rodiva here. We have to kill that. Didn't see that before. Because if these drones get up and personal with you, up close and personal, then they do a lot of damage. They have very good tracking, so if there's, especially in T5, if there's like a huge swarm, then they can do hits quite hard. But yeah, it should be fine. You can kite them. It's just for example, if you're hugging a pylon and you're lazy, then sometimes you're not kiting the whole time, then sometimes they do catch up to you and it can be dangerous. But just pop your ADC and maybe heat a bit and it should be Gucci. So yeah, we're just waiting for them to get grinded down. We can even lock them a bit, but you can see that they are kind of dying. They're actually not, which is a bit confusing. Normally they are dying faster, so we can start shooting them to speed up the room a bit. So with these rooms, I just like to spam lock and just too lazy over here. To spam lock and spread my fire, because it's not really worth focusing fire on these frigates because they die so quickly. So yeah, this pylon really helped us. Sometimes, I think I once got one room where I had 2 short-range pylons in range of each other. So I had 2 short-range pylons shooting the drones and they were dying so fast, it was insane. I think the reason for them not dying very fast right now is the speed cloud. They are bouncing in and out of the range of the suppressor, which is why it can't really apply a lot of damage. So yeah, you just have to kind of adapt to rooms. Sometimes you have very bad clouds and very bad oppressors. You have to watch out. You also have to mention that these suppressors also shoot your missiles. So unless you're in a drone frigate room, you don't really want to be in range of these suppressors, because they limit your DPS, as if your missiles get shot down well then they can't do damage. Obviously. So let's approach the gate with our ults while we are looting with our main. Yeah, I can actually show you the last room in my perspective. It's a bit... Oh, 100 mil, yeah, very nice. This is the thing with Trafficker Abyss, like, you have triple the loot, so you also have triple the chance to get a red drop. So a lot of times you actually make more than 600 mil per hour, because you just get like unstable mods or glorified stuff. Okay, yeah, I will show you from my perspective now, and you can see that I'm basically... Oh, fuck. This guy is not in range yet. So you can see that basically I just stay on bubble and use my ults as F1 monkeys. Okay, we're looting rage here because cruisers. Let's break in one. 1, 2, 3. Regroup. We have starvings here and ghostings. We are shooting 9-1, 9-1, 9-1. We are shooting the starvings first because we are very afraid of newts. Well, I am. I'm not a big fan of newts. And there are Damaviks as well, starvings, so we're going to shoot them as well. Actually going to turn off our shield boosters here to preserve some cap. 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. And yeah, let's shoot them. Let's get out of these fucking turrets. Yeah, this is what I said, like, a lot of turrets here, very bad spawn. We're going to go over there, where there is a white cloud there, but I think if we go up here, it should be Gucci. So yeah, we looted out now. This is why we have a cap booster. Grudge Trimple. If they are not like full newts, most of the times you can survive the newts with your cap booster. I'm going to turn off my Afterburner now because I'm tanking Gucci. What I would also recommend is heating your cap booster to have it cycle faster, which will then give you more cap. Because you can reload faster, which then enables you to inject cap faster. So yeah, we're just going to chill here because they are not really tracking us. So we're going to turn off Afterburners on all of our ships. They are starting to track the Ripper now, so we are going to wrap on him. Not over wrap though. Yeah, it's a... like, I would say newts are basically the hardest thing to counter in the Abyss. Because you actually have to use your brain and inject stuff. But it's not that hard. So let's use our cap booster here and not wrap because we are not taking damage. We should use our missiles though. So yeah, but yeah, you can see that I'm just piloting on bubble, and my other accounts are just there to provide DPS, lock and shoot. But our main piloting stuff goes on bubble, and I will actually stop injecting here because they are not shooting me. So why should I inject? Alright. I also try to go for as much spikers, the Zainou. I think I already said that. Although in these rooms I kind of don't do that. Oh, there's one up here. Because I just want to focus on like surviving. Like with nude rooms, I mostly just try to chill and don't focus on extraction kills as long as I don't spot one by coincidence here. I'm going to reload to Navy now because there's only frigates left. So let's shoot this guy. Shoot 3. Yeah, obviously I'm not doing my best right now multiboxing because I am trying to explain stuff while doing it. So I am fucking up a bit. But yeah, like that's why you start to do T4 first before you do T5, because it's very forgiving. And once you got the hang of it, and I would say it takes like, I don't know, a few filaments, maybe 3 or something, and then you can go to T5s. Because T5 is basically, you just have less time because you have to shoot more people. And it's a bit more punishing if you do mistakes. For example, if you focus the wrong guy, because there are way more NPCs. But yeah, very easy. So last one is down, so let's shoot the biocache and already approach the gate. And I think that was the 3rd room, I'm not sure though. Let's go back to this view. So yeah, I just made like 140 mil from a T4 filament. So you can imagine how much you're going to make from T5 filaments. And I think I actually got a glorified. Did I? Huh? I'm pretty sure I saw some. Yeah, glorified D8. So you can get glorified drops very easy. Oh yes, ganks. Hey, let's talk about ganks. You can get ganked, of course. People can get like remote sensor boosters on Desies and lock you before you warp. This is where you're going to use the MWD warp trick. well, Afterburner warp trick here. If you get ganked, like if there are destroyers here, you're going to cycle your Afterburner. And if it's at 80%, like when it's at 80%, you're going to hit warp. Which will then proceed to insta-warp you out. If you do it right. Okay, let's try this again. I think I should also switch to this. Okay, second try. Yeah, this is a bit hard to pull off, but it's possible. So we cycle. And I'll do it when we're at 75%. Now. And we're going to warp. We're going to insta-warp. And this way they can't gank you, because you're just insta-warping. I think it's easier if you heat. Because it gives you more speed. More acceleration. Okay, let's hit warp. It's just tick mechanics, to be honest. It's warp and insta-warp out, and they can't lock you. Because they need 2 ticks to lock you, and you're out in 2 ticks. But they need, I think 2 or 3 ticks to tackle you. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you just insta-warp out and you can't get ganked if you do this correctly. Another thing is, if you get ganked, I would also always recommend trying to warp out with your DPS ships first. Well, not just warp out your ships that have the loot, that do not have the loot first, because then they will like focus on the ships that are moving, and they will probably gank them if you fail the warp trick, and then when the gank is over, you can warp out with your ship that has a loot. Okay, I will now show you some runs of difficult rooms, and show you how I kind of approached them and how I did them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not that deep, to be honest, to the Abyss, and I hope that some people will pick it up, because when I thought about doing Abyss, I always thought it's like super hard and you have to be super elite to do this, but it's not actually that hard to multibox, not to do it at all. So yeah, I'll show you some rooms. Let's look at some dangerous rooms. Thing I haven't mentioned about yet is the special room. If you don't know, if you run T5 filaments, there's a chance that you get a special room. Like it's a dread lore things like tricks built Zenithras there, I think. And it's basically one room with a lot of Leshaks, and they have one can. It's mostly about 200 million there, I think. You can just, and the gate is open. So what you can do is you just burn 2 of your hogs out and directly jump out, and then grab the loot with your main hog. And I will show you that right now. So in this one I got the room. So let's see. Yeah, I'm jumping in like normal, and yeah, this is the room. It's just a bunch of Leshaks. There's no real point trying to fight them. So you can see that I will just... Like, you have to see what Leshaks it is. If it's like 10 starving Leshaks, then your Capacitor won't be able to tank it, and I would recommend you just run. You can always run. Like, if you don't want to tank this and you don't feel comfortable, you can just jump the gate and go out. But yeah, I like a little risk. So you can see that I jumped the 2 bottom hogs. I let them approach the gate and they will jump out. And with my main hog, I am starting to fly. And my plan right here is to just kite the Leshaks so they go away from the can. So I just fly around a bit. And yeah, so you can see my 2 hogs, they are out now. And now I'm just flying around and kiting the Leshaks so they go away from the can. And then I go in for the can. And yeah, right here I have to, you can also see that I'm heating my cap booster. This is to ensure that I have like a lot of cap, because they do have some loots. So yeah, I'm just going in, grabbing the loot. Yeah, I actually miss 50 mil because it's quite big, but yeah, that's how it is. I was a bit scared of the looting Leshaks. Then I go back to the gate, and I actually run out of cap boosters here, I think, which is pretty bad. And I was quite scared at that moment, but I did make it out, fortunately. But yeah, this is the special room. Just kite around a bit, then go for the loot and loot it. It's pretty much free. There's some fun lower items in the can. I don't know what they do. I don't think they do anything. But yeah, that's the special room. What I want to talk about is the normal Leshak room. You can also get Leshaks in normal rooms. And these ones, you kind of want to rush the Leshaks and ignore everything else, except if there's like a super dangerous Evo there. Because the faster you like start the room, then the faster it gets, because they remote wrap each other. So if you kill a lot of them when they are very low, then the room will be very fast, because they can't really wrap each other if they're dead. So you want to like burn in very fast, don't waste a lot of time, and start shooting them. Shoot the renewing first, because they do remote wrap, then do newts and webs. And yeah, you can see here that I actually I killed a lot of them, and I think my timer had only like 1 or 2 minutes has passed, and almost all the battleships are dead. And the battleships take more time, like the further you get into the room. Like you can see battleship number 8 here, it has a lot of health because it has been wrapped a lot, so this one will take way more time than the first one that I shot. But yeah, it's a very simple room, just don't lose time, go in and shoot them. In this one, you really want to kite them, because the cruisers can apply damage to you if they are close, because they also loot. So you want to make sure that you're far away from the cruisers, and kill the frigates first, because the cruisers are kind of slow. So just kill the frigates and then go for the cruisers. This room has a lot of variety. Sometimes you can get like only frigates, sometimes you have a lot of cruisers. A lot of people are afraid of this room, because if you try to brawl it, then it becomes a very hard one. But yeah, sometimes are easily kiteable. So just kite and kill them. So yeah, we can see, just burn them around a bit, kill the frigates. And the cruisers are always at like 20 to 70 kilometers, 20 to 30 kilometers, so they can't do anything. And yeah, they just die. And also load rage for cruisers, even though they're sunshine and they use elements, it's still worth to use rage. Let's talk about probably the most dangerous room, the angel room. Angels, somehow, I don't know why, but they track very, very well, even in the dark abyss, and they're very fast. So they can apply damage to you, and they can get on top of you very fast. This is basically just a DPS race. It's either you kill the Swinabites first and they die, or the Swinabites get through you first and you die. So it's kind of a DPS race. I would say you can win it if you are not super unlucky with the spawns. But yeah, I will just let this roll here. And you really want to make sure that you break the invuln with your tank first, because the ADC is very important. So yeah, you want to shoot the elite reds first, elite cruisers, because they have less health. In this one I was lucky I didn't have elite Lucifer Thunderbolts, but a lot of elite Lucifer Dramiels, and they actually almost killed me, because I didn't see that there are so many Dramiels there. Because the Dramiels actually do a lot of damage as well. So just focus on killing the Snowball and then the other frigates, and I didn't see the Dramiels. So yeah, you can see they got on top of me super fast and they apply very well on my tank hawk. Like, I am not suffering yet, but I will suffer soon. So yeah. Yeah, they just, I don't know how, but they apply. You could, this is, I don't know. But yeah, they kind of mitigate the dark. So you just want to heat a lot, use your ADC, don't be afraid to burn stuff. And yeah, heat everything, and also heat your modules. Like, you want to kill stuff as fast as possible. I'm switching to the Dramiels. I'm still not stabilized. You just need to kill DPS fast enough to stabilize. And it's very close for me right now. Like, you can lose your setup this way. But I actually managed to recover by killing enough Dramiels. And you can see I'm still heating launchers. Like, you want to heat your launchers to like 60-70% in this room. Give it all your heat, because this is very important. And I think I actually burned out my prop mod here. Yeah, it looks like it. But I am lucky enough to, yeah, notice here I'm unneeding my prop mod now, but it's too late. I'm lucky enough to kill enough DPS to stabilize here. So yeah, this is now the room is basically easy because I killed a lot of NPCs. But in the start, you really want to make sure that you are focused. And yeah, this is not a 100% death room. A lot of people call it a 100% death room. It's not. You just have to be good. It can be a death room if you're unlucky, of course. So yeah, that's basically the rooms I wanted to show you. There are no real other rooms that are somehow special, like just kite, to be honest. I will probably put 1 or 2 runs at the end of the video, so you can see like full runs with some music. But that was it for the guide. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will try to answer all of them. And yeah, I hope some people will try this now, because this is very fun and you can make a lot of money with it. And yeah, hope you learned something, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.